Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where the game thinks we're going to win this battle. I think there's a 0% chance that we win this battle. We can't run away, it's too late for that, so we're just going to have to fight it, and I think we need to bait him into coming up over here and repeatedly fighting up here, but the main issue with that is he regenerates troops a lot faster than we do. I'm not sure at this point that this is actually a winnable situation. We'll see. Maybe we do very, very well in one of these battles, but I kind of doubt it at this point, to be honest. So we're going to seek volunteers here, and we're going to move these guys back down to here. We need to bait him into fighting up here, and we need to do it frequently, right? The main issue is he just regenerates basically forever. And yeah, now he's coming up here. We can fight him and win here. But we can't really fight him and win elsewhere. I'm wondering, though, about fort levels. These are 14, 15, 14, 13, 15, 12, 15, 13, 13. Okay. Noted. Now, he's got all this territory down over here as well that he can draw from. And that's absolutely understood. For the time being, we're going to fall back to these mountains. We can win battles consistently from these mountains. So we can refill our men-at-arms. And he is, at this point... yeah, this is fine. What does she get? Callous. Okay, sure. So we'll win decisively, according to this. I don't know that we're going to stack wipe him. That would be great if we did, but probably not. Let's see what happens here. So we're obviously winning this battle. And the question is, do we want to start up a siege somewhere? The answer is yes, we obviously do. But we're in an awkward situation here because we can't really deal with this guy, right? He very frequently regenerates his men-at-arms, and there's not much we can do about that. 5 months left on this siege. And we're going to take attrition going through any of these. We could come around this way and not take attrition. He's out over here right now. What do we think about taking his capital? Okay, what do we got here? Oh, we're going to take the 75 prestige. So what do we think about taking his capital? He is probably going to move to stop us from doing this. That is my current guess. I think he's going to move to stop us as soon as he gets a reinforced tick or two. We can't really fight him from this position, right? So that's understood. Yeah, he's on his way now. So he groups these together. And he's on his way over. We can't fight him here. So what we could do, I'm just wondering about maybe retreating down this direction or fighting him here. We could try to fight him here. There's no defensive structures here. I think it's really iffy whether we would win this or not. We're winning it. Okay, this is huge. This is huge. A disgrace to the family. Whatever. I don't actually care. So that's enormous, what just happened. He is retreating this way. That could potentially be a very long retreat. Let's go siege Jerusalem. I also want to scrape the barrel here. He has some forces here. I'm thinking about dividing this and trying to go take on this Armenian band. We really need this siege to go fast at this point. He's going to come back fairly quickly. We have a small breach. We could assault this fort. For the moment, let's continue just sieging this. We now have a large breach. I think we might be able to do this. 40 days left here. 30 days left. 20. 10. Okay. Jerusalem fell. That's a huge deal. That is absolutely enormous. I want to come over here and try to stack wipe these guys. They're going to run away. And these are coming in. So we don't want to fight those, right? That basically means that we should retreat up this direction. Really, we take attrition there? Okay. We should retreat up this way for now. Yes, we're going to take an attrition tick. That's understood. He is now required to take this back. We don't have ticking more score. We need to have more success there. But we're going to fall back for the moment. And I want to refill our men-at-arms. We're going to recruit with gold. Our gold amounts are low. That's understood. Now, he's coming at us. No, he's coming at Jerusalem. Okay, so that would end up taking casualties if we did that. I am wondering, could we siege here? He is almost definitely going to attack us here, right? 2 months on this siege. And we'd have 5. So we have to fight him here. But we'll have the defensive buildings this time. So we're going to come in and fight him here. I cannot see how this fight is going because of this contract, so I guess we'll have to do it here. But look at that advantage. Oh, that's going really well. We just stack wiped him. Okay. That was phenomenally good. Now that that has happened, we need to get this siege completed. He's got this force running around over here. I don't care about this. He can do that if he wants. Now he's re-raising over here. 125 days on that. We're going to want to go re-stack wipe this, and we want to do it fairly soon. So I'm thinking that we're going to leave our trebuchets, these levy troops, and that's kind of it. They're not going to progress this siege. But we're going to walk over here, and we're going to stack wipe these again. Now, he's coming up over this way to try to attack our siege forces, but we stack wiped that. Now we come back over here. We're taking a lot of attrition from doing this, but that's huge. So we stack wiped him again, and now we need to finish up this siege. Can we scrape the barrel now? Yes, we can, and we're going to absolutely do that. We're going so negative on our prestige, but that's understood. So this is huge. We're going to get another siege completed here. And then we need to get this one done. So we're at 80% war score right now. Enemy ally joined the war. Captain Muhammad II. Okay. That's noted. We're now at 86% war score. I want to come down here, and we could think about fighting this force. Or we could just siege this. For the moment, I'm thinking we siege. 7 months at the moment. Okay. We can do... Yep, that's all fine. We're going to need to absolutely replace these. So let's go down here. Personal physician would be this guy. He's close to death, but that's okay. Our second would be here. Our head groom would be this guy. Our huntsman would be this guy. Our chief engineer here. And our master bard, this guy too. He's going to die soon, so that's understood. Okay, so we are now at 5 months left here. Cool. So we have a small breach right now. Now we have a large breach. He's raising here. And they're almost done raising. Okay. He's just standing there. For the moment, this is fine. When can we refill this? Well, we can't right now because we are at war with the ruler here. So that's understood. He is just standing. I'm not going to do anything to change this right now. No movement required. We've got 50 days left here. He is moving. Okay, I paused the game. And at this point, we could add additional siege progress. This would double our siege progress, roughly. It would cause us more progress, 52 days. He's going to walk around this way, right? Or he's going to come in over here. He's going to come in this way. We're going to assault this fort. This is going to be tight. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. I was hoping to get that done in time. We're going to need to retreat. There we go. We only retreated to here. Okay, noted. We're going to walk. This is a terrible route to go. Okay, attrition is bad. We're going to walk this way, and we need to head up over here without pausing. So at this point, that's fine. We need to refill our men-at-arms, but I'm going to scrape the barrel first to save us a little bit of money. Partial reinforcement. Okay. Now that looks like fully reinforced. Okay, that's good. So at this point, he's going to come back and siege. Beautiful. This is what I want to see. It is very unfortunate that he managed to raise this up and stop us there, but we're going to come back over here, and we're going to come in like this. He cannot do anything about this. So we're going to chill here for the time being, and I guess we're just going to stare at each other. This is awkward. I want to try to bait him into fighting us. So he moved back to here. Ticking is on no one's side. What if we come and siege here? That triggers him into moving. What's his plan? Is he going to stop here? Yes. He's planning to siege this. 10 months. Beautiful. We're very okay with this. So we've got 4 months left here. There's this force here that I'd love to do something about, but checking in here, 9 months. Yeah, that looks good. So we're going to grab this fort. That seems okay. We have a diplomacy perk available here, and that seems fine for now. Okay, so we've still got 3 months on this siege. That's looking good. We can ransom some prisoners. Are any of these relevant? The answer is no, they are not. So I want to definitely do this because we need all that gold. Excellent. We can also potentially do some make requests. Nothing here. Okay, noted. So that's fine for now, and these are unavailable until the 16th of March. Sure. So we're going to finish up these sieges. This will finish shortly. And that'll get us this occupied, which is going to cost us a lot less in attrition. So that's going to be very good. And he is taking some attrition down here, but it's not significant. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to walk back up over here. I'm going to scrape the barrel one more time. Then we're going to refill our men-at-arms with only 49 soldiers. And then we're going to walk down over here. And he's going to stick around there, but we're going to win that very easily. That looked like a stack wipe, and it was indeed a stack wipe. Beautiful. We're at 97% now. So we just need this siege. We're 5 months away from getting landed. Excellent. This force is not capable of doing anything meaningful. So that looks great. He's going to try to raise additional forces, I'm sure. He's trying to negotiate a settlement with us. Put an end to your hostile acts, and I will yield the Emirate of Palestine to you, an emirate to rule as your own fief. Okay, so we would adopt clan government. We would get the Emirate of Palestine and the Sheikhdom of Jerusalem. So he's just offering to give us this. And I think that's exactly what we want. But we would gain an additional 150 gold here. So I don't think we want to accept this. I think what we want is we want to instead, yeah, this is all fine. We want to instead finish this siege. This siege will end the war, almost certainly. Premature? That's unfortunate. But this siege will end the war. Is he in another war right now? Nope, he is not. Okay. And this is going to net us a slightly better peace deal. So I'm going to decline that negotiated settlement. Perfect. And we're instead going to force our desired one. Now, things are going to be spicy once we get this land, I think. So we'll see how that ends up going. Okay, war is over, and we'll enforce those demands. Excellent. Well, that was not the easiest war in the world. No doubt about that. So we have a player heir. That's fine. Jerusalem is now a single province. So I want to check in here to see... Okay. So our men-at-arms are a little too big. That's understood. That's fine for right now. We're negative on our income. That's fine for now, too. We can start a legend, promote a legend. Yeah. So we would need a court chaplain. We don't have a valid one. Chancellor would be this guy. He's very angry, but I'm sure that's fine. So we would just go through and assign all of these very angry gentlemen. And we have this barony here. What about title revocation here? We cannot revoke this because we don't have limited crown authority. Okay, we're not going to be able to bring that up anytime soon. We need a lot of prestige to do that. So that's understood. We can do some prestige farming, and that should be relatively fine. We can station our men-at-arms regiments, and we can ransom this guy, which we should definitely do. Now, we're net negative by 49.5, and a lot of that is going to be our men-at-arms here. They are currently replenishing. So that's going to get a lot cheaper once they're done replenishing, in theory. So that looks good, and our levy troops are low. I'd like to revoke both of these baronies. There's a city down over here, and in Jerusalem itself, we're going to need to make some changes here, I think. Okay, so we can station a few of these, right? So we can station this only in Jerusalem, so 24.8 and 13.7. What would this be? 55 and 14? Probably going to be stationing the cavalry for now. Okay, so that looks good for the moment. Now then, as far as the construction here goes, we currently have a bailiff's office. Can we change this? We can. And we would want to change this over to... probably not military academies. I'm thinking royal armories. This is about levy size and stationed men-at-arms damage and toughness in this holding only, though. So that's not necessarily ideal. Crown smithies? Again, not necessarily ideal. This is all only in this holding. So I'm thinking actually maybe military academies to boost up our men-at-arms regiments and get some of that knight effectiveness back up. That's a theoretical option. We've also got the Dome of the Rock here, which is pretty okay. We wouldn't mind upgrading that eventually, but right now is not the time for that. Now, this is very much in an economic setup here. We've got bloomeries, which is nice, but we want to swap these hunting grounds over to probably be barracks. There's heavy infantry and spearmen. We have cavalry stationed here right now. So we probably actually want to put in stables for the moment. So we'll get that going, and we're going to need to work heavily on getting our crown authority up. No doubt about that. So that's understood. We're going to need to work on this a bit. So let's give this a month tick, and we'll see what this ends up being. Okay, our lifestyle focus has been invalidated, yes. I want to put this on to probably stewardship. I think we need that additional wealth focus at this point. So that'll be fine. We can appoint a tax collector, and that would be like this guy and this guy. Oh, that's the same guy. This guy and this guy. Okay, perfect. So that'll do for now. I'd love to have a court chaplain. We don't have one available. So that is understood for the moment. So at this point, we could declare wars. I don't think it's a good idea to do so. We're financially in some pretty dire straits. We need to let these fill back up. We're at 7 out of 5, and that means that we're paying 40% extra. So this is going to be boosting up, if we change this over, right? This is going to be boosting up our size of men-at-arms regiments, but not our number of men-at-arms regiments. Also, in terms of our, not our lifestyle. in terms of our development here we go. We have no culture head at this point, so we should become the culture head very shortly. So we're at minus 20 gold right now. That's understood. We might want to think about getting rid of at least one of our men-at-arms regiments. It's going to be pretty expensive. No doubt about that. But really, I think our best bet right now is A, to try to seek alliance with the Byzantines. That would be really, really good. We could swear fealty to them, but I don't think we want to do that. So for the moment, I would definitely like to get something going perhaps here. So if we arrange marriage between her and our son, he has 1,100 reasons not to accept that, and it's because of the faith differential. So that's going to be a big problem to us getting alliances going forward. That's going to be a big problem going forward, that faith differential. So that is understood. So if we want to seek our current heir here, if we want to seek a spouse for our current heir, we could sort by alliance power, and there's this. That's the only available alliance. 746 troops. That's not very useful, is it? No, it's not. So with that in mind, I think what we need to do is we need to get some prestige. We're a female ruler, so grand tournaments are probably not all that useful. There are a few things that we can probably compete in, but the cost of this is going to be very, very high. So if we have this in Jerusalem, this would be... I think we would be capable of doing a... I don't know if we're capable of competing in an archery. We're definitely capable of competing in a recital and in board game, for sure. We're not capable of competing in wrestling or duel. We can toss in archery here. That would be reasonably fine. But this is going to be very expensive. We can put in this guy as our champion. But our intent would be to triumph. We wouldn't have to travel, of course. And we would be interested in having some prizes for sure. Accommodations, this would be fine. We could work up our prizes and have this be very expensive, but I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. This is already going to be too expensive. But we're going to do it anyway. So that's fine for now. We are going to get some money from people entering this. We have low county control in Jerusalem, so we definitely want to bring that up. That's reducing our levies and our taxes from Jerusalem. So I want to have our marshal increase control in Jerusalem. There we go. So now we need to do something about our finances. And what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to get rid of this unit of armored footmen. It's not great. And I'm going to get rid of this unit of armored horsemen. I don't like doing it. But we're going to do that for the moment. So that puts us at -4. That's much more acceptable. So that looks good. And in terms of this activity here, this is not going to open for a little bit. Okay, no time to lose. So at this point, we're waiting for the recital to begin. Let's visit the tourney grounds. And let's see what we've got here. 26 stress. These aren't great. Sure. So we've got some time here, and we're gaining some prestige from these guys arriving as well. So that seems good. And we can visit the, let's see, we want to visit the temple at this point. 50% chance of our score increasing moderately, and it did. We are currently guaranteed to qualify for the recital. So that is a good sign. And let's visit the tourney grounds and see what we've got here. This guy would pay us 50 gold. Done. Our score increased a little bit too. So that's great. We're trying to work our way out of our prestige debt at this point, and we're going to gain some prestige from this for sure. But let's see what we've got here. 150 prestige? Done. We're absolutely taking that. And that dropped our qualification right before this started. Okay. So I guess we didn't qualify. That's unfortunate. But at least we're getting some of these. But yeah, that dropped immediately before it actually began. Very sad. But the recital is going to end shortly. Okay. So next up is going to be board game. We are not competing in that, apparently. Why are we not competing? We should be. That's odd. Are we not capable of competing in this? Oh, we just want to change it here. There we go. So now we're trying to compete. And the board game will begin soon. We're not qualifying for this. The archery, we're not able to compete in. So we are getting some prestige out of this. Oh, we're now guaranteed to qualify. Okay, cool. So let's visit the temple anyway, and let's see what we get here. There was no one we know there. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll visit the tourney grounds one more time here. Our score would increase slightly, and our knight score would increase moderately. Done. So we're guaranteed to qualify here, and hopefully we can actually win the board game. Okay, we are ready. So what do we got going on here? Who is the threat here? So we're looking for... He is worse than us. This guy's close in skill to us, and this guy's close in skill to us. Well, we'll pacify this guy. Did it work? I don't know. Okay. Excellent. Cheating demands disqualification. Done. All is fair. Excellent. So we can knock this guy out and gain 21 stress, or we can pass by default due to his disqualification. Sure. We'll pass by default. That means that we are at 100% progress to victory there. That looks good. And we're now in the semifinals. Okay. 85%. Excellent. And at this point, 37, 30, or 34, or 18. Well, it's a little bit anyway. Looks like we won that. Excellent. So that's good so far. We knocked that guy out. A fine contest indeed. So we're now in the finals. And what do we have going on here? 50-50 on our cheat. And this one is very poor luck. Okay. I don't think we're going to take the 50-50 here. We won't cheat. We're at 68 to start with. Okay, what do we got here? 37, 30, 34, and 18 again. Unfortunate. We can execute the builders. Sure. So that's done for now. We're only at 66 here, but we won. Excellent. So that is huge. Okay. So victory, and we are the winners of the board game contest. So that is very, very good. So that gains us 350 prestige. Excellent. And now as far as the archery goes, there's not too much for us to do here. We could try to reduce our stress. We could go over to the artisan quarters. We could go to the tent camp to try to sabotage other contestants. Let's just go to the temple for now and see what we end up getting here. Astronomer. Okay. Sounds good. So the archery is not very relevant, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue trying to work up our prestige here. We've got a ways to go on that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.